morning. I was just on Facebook Live and switched over to YouTube. I am feeding Koda breakfast. I already fed our Chihuahua Simba breakfast, and he is waiting for me to let him back in from using the restroom outside. He's doing his little dance. Hey, buddy. Yeah, Simba's really easygoing. He doesn't need a leash to go outside. Comes right back. Unlike Koda. Koda always needs a leash because he will not come back. They stay in separate rooms. Get to your bed. 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 Are you done, Koda? What you doing, buddy? Do you want your Wawa? We call water Wawa. He loves it. Lay down. Good boy. I'm gonna shoot you. Bang, bang. Koda, bang. Don't paw me, bang. Usually when I do that, he rolls over. Okay, give me a high five. Paws up. He's just interested in having his water. That's all it is. This is what he wants. Want your water? Yes. Sit. Malamute talk. Lay down. Down. Lay down. You want your Wawa? Yes. Speak, Koda, speak. 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 Do it. Good boy. All right. He is waiting for that water. He can care less for the food. It's just the water he wants. Right. Bring in the water. Stay. Stay. I usually just pour it in with his food, so that way he can eat all his food. I know it seems a little gross, but it's the only way he'll eat his food. He likes his food, but doesn't love it. Stay. Really just loves water. Lay down. Let me see if he'll do crawl. Stay. Nope. Sit. Lay down. Nope, he's not going to do it. He already went too close. Look. Look. Stand. Okay, Koda. Yeah, some new tricks we've taught him recently is a bang bang, where we act like we're shooting him with our finger and he rolls over and crawl, but when he's usually this excited because of water, or food, he won't cooperate. He just wants to eat. I don't blame him. It's breakfast time. We're off to a little bit of a late start this morning. In our neck of the woods, it is 7:04 a.m. My usual time to feed them is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to give him a nice brush now that he's eating. He usually does not like to be brushed. He was recently groomed, so there's not much to do. I usually use a rake first. I like to get backwards first before I do forward. That helps get the undercoat, the excess fur that's there. And it pulls it off nicely. The rake is a really good brush for Alaskan Malamutes. It really does help. But it's not the only brush that we use. I'm not a fan of the Furminator, or really any type of de-shedding brush for him. I feel that it doesn't really help the situation. It just kind of makes it worse. The worst part to groom on a Malamute is the behind and underneath the legs. That's where they lose the most hair for some reason, at least mine does. And that's where they're the most matted. See, not a lot of hair today. Usually when he starts shedding, I can make a small dog. I hear a lot of, this is the second best I use. I don't use this side. This side is I usually use for my Chihuahua. I only use this side. This grabs the hair that the rake pulls off. This is pretty much the only time I brush him is when he eats, because he really won't let me do it. And if you notice, I'm not really getting detailed brushing because he just got groomed, so like I said, there's not a lot. Unlike most Malamutes, Koda's shedding is mild. Not moderate, just mild. Because, I don't know if it's because I brush him every day. I do brush him every day. And, of course, that helps whatever, loose hairs he has. See, not a lot of hair. It helps not to go in the house. This is the last brush I use. This just shines and fleeks his coat. That's pretty much all it does. Doesn't really grab a whole lot of hair, just whatever's left over, see? And this is a daily routine. I'm gonna get his toothbrush. Are you done, buddy? You ready to brush your teeth? We use 2 different toothbrushes. It's kind of whatever one I grab. I do prefer, however, this one. I feel like it does a better job. Koda, come here. Look what I got for you. He doesn't really fuss at me to brush his teeth majority of the time. It's usually just the brushing. He doesn't care to be brushed. He's a messy eater, but today wasn't too bad. There's only one pebble I see on the floor. Come here, Koda. Koda, get it. Come on. Get it. Get the pebble. Thank you. All right, let's brush teeth. Koda, come here. Sit. Stay. I don't know how I'm going to do this with one hand. I usually have 2 hands since I'm holding the phone. He's a good dog, though. All right. Oh, don't paw me. Koda, brush teeth. Good boy. Good boy. You're a good dog. Okay. He likes it. That's good. Usually I open his mouth, but today he just kind of bit down. That's good. Koda's 1 year old. I do notice tiny, and I do mean tiny, little bits of strands of plaque on the back of his teeth. And I do, let go of me. I do, like I said, I do brush his teeth 3 times a week, every week. I don't miss, and if I do, like I did yesterday, I make up for it the next day. Now my Chihuahua, Simba, the vet said it was just bad genetics. Simba, we seen his mother when we adopted him, our Chihuahua, but we never knew who his father was, so the biggest issue, he was more of a rescue dog. Biggest issue with Simba was genetically, you don't know really what you're going to get. Like the Chihuahua that we have, he wasn't even the color that he is now. He was actually like more white, and now he's more of a tan brown, and looks completely different than what he did as a puppy. Good boy. But it was just bad breeding, I guess, for the Chihuahua, because his teeth are pretty much gone. And he's only 6. And I've taken care of his teeth since he was a puppy 3 times a week as well, brushing. And it didn't help. I mean, it just plaque completely demolished his teeth. So I always get worried with Koda that the same